everyone. Welcome to Kyle's virtual tour. I'm going to take you guys through the campus kind of from an athlete's perspective, but right now we're sitting at the front entrance of DU on one side. Right over here we got towers. We got the north tower right there, the south tower there. Typically this is where the athletes live. It's conveniently located across the street from the light rail station. Yeah, these towers are great. You share a bathroom, little kitchen. It's got shower, sinks, oven, stove, refrigerator, microwave. It's you and your roommate plus two other people kind of sharing that. And yeah, we'll head down that way. All right, so now we're coming upon another set of dorms. See the gold spire, it's a pretty big staple for the University of Denver, but this dorm right here is called Centennial Halls. It's also a freshman dorm. Typically you'll get your non-athletes living in this dorm. One thing that's cool about this place is it's got a dining hall. I'll take you guys to that, but all the dorms are equipped with a lot of bike racks, so if you have a bike you want to bring, can lock it up. Campus requires that you register your bike. That way if it does get stolen or lost, campus safety can locate it and find it. They also require that everyone has a U-lock to prevent bicycle theft, which is pretty common I think on most colleges campuses. But anyway, this is the entrance right over here, and it's got a cool little hangout room inside here. You've got piano, pool, TV room, just a place to hang out. Take you guys through the building to the other side. Meet you came from the other side of the building, and now we're here. And this is kind of the dorm or the cafeteria. Normally all these snacks and stuff aren't set up like this, but no one's allowed in there right now due to COVID-19. But typically athletes are hanging out in that booth right there, usually the swimmers after a tough morning practice. But brings us over to here, to this side of campus, really close to all of our athletics. Yeah, on this side we have a practice turf field over this way, and as a swim team we're out here for dry land a lot in the fall and usually in the spring. There's some basketball courts over there, people play, places to set up your hammocks or just hang out and have a picnic. The DU swim team likes to create an intramural frisbee team in the spring, and this right here is where the games are played. The lights get turned on at night. It's a pretty cool place. Nice cool evenings here in Denver. And this tunnel, I don't know how many times I must have walked this tunnel, but too many to count, and I'll meet you guys on that side. All right, coming out from under the tunnel, walking over giant gold bell tower. It's one of the highest points in all Denver just because of where it's situated on a hill. We'll walk up these steps, but here is kind of our soccer stadium at men's and women's soccer here at Denver. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. Fun games in the fall, get pretty loud and exciting. But yeah, this is the Ritchie Center, home to all of the athletics here at Denver. So again, that's the turf field that we practice on a lot. And over here we have lacrosse stadium. It's pretty sweet. Got men's and women's lacrosse here. Stadium gets filled, and there's even a hill right around the corner over there, adjacent to the stairs, that gets packed as well, and they kind of sell that out too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see the mountains from this view. They're looking really nice today. And again, that's halls. That's where the students kind of hang out and eat. And then over there is towers. So all pretty close. Then we'll walk this way and you can see into the pool. So let's see, yep. So this is our home, right? This is where we're always hanging out. See, you can see it's kind of set up 50 meters. It's hard to see through the window, but anyway, yeah, it's set up 50 meters and yeah, it's pretty awesome. We changed the pool over to short course every day. So we're training long course in the mornings and short course in the afternoons. And when we race, we go off these blocks that you see right in front of us, and we pull the bulkhead closer and yeah, kind of compete that way. It's pretty fun. Got a record board over there. We got towers, nice scoreboard, pool office over there, and let's see. You can't see. We got diving boards through here. It's kind of foggy. There we go. I wish I could show you, but we do have a mural along the whole wall. It's the longest, or the biggest tile mural in the United States. And it's a pretty sweet scene. If you can check it out, Google it. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, I'll meet you guys down that way. We're over here. Just came from underneath the bell tower. So this right here, this little section of Ritchie Center is actually the Nagel Art Studio. So any of your artists out there, this building right here is also the art building. So you can see the graffiti done by some people in years past. You can't see through those windows currently just because the glare is pretty bad. But underneath kind of the stadium or where you're sitting to watch the soccer game is our weight room. It's pretty awesome. It runs the full length of the stadium all the way to the bell tower, and yeah, it's got all you need to work out. We've got, you know, a bunch of racks, tons of dumbbells, all the different machines that you could possibly think of, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. Right outside the pool doors, actually, about 3 or 4 steps from the pool, you're there. All right, we'll head this way. Now we're kind of getting into more of the academic side of things, and I will meet you guys on that part. We're over here outside of Sturm Hall. So you can see Sturm Hall's got arts, humanities, museum anthropology, some giant auditoriums, bunch of classes. I'd say this building here is all about social sciences. They got communications majors. You've got your language classes here. You know, like I said, anthropology classes, occasional geography classes, and lots of students will congregate outside here. We've got a couple fraternities up over there, and a lot of the fraternities and sororities will come over here and set up little booths, philanthropy booths, and out here we got Driscoll Green, and this place is pretty packed in around May. There's actually an event called May Days, but again, throughout the year people are playing frisbee, hanging out, playing volleyball. Sometimes you can ride camels out here. That's kind of a weird time, but it's pretty fun. This building under construction is going to be the new student center, the Driscoll Center. It looks pretty sweet right now. It's probably like 4 to 5 times bigger than what it was when I was going to school here. So I'm really excited about it. This building over here, the clock tower, is the Sturm College of Law. And so yeah, it's a law school. Haven't been in it too much, but it's got a little cafe, a little place to study, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. Anyway, we'll head on over there. Coming up on Evans Avenue. There's the library. We'll get into that in a little bit. Anyway, we came from over there. So again, you can see that gold tower, Driscoll Green, Sturm. the new Driscoll Community Commons. And I'm really excited. I haven't seen this up since they put the windows on, and that looks really cool. So it should be done in the fall of next year. But yeah, super excited. Yeah, and this is kind of the busiest street on campus, kind of halfway. I'm crossing it right now. Down this road, you can see the mountains to the west, and some good restaurants down that way. A famous one is Jerusalem's. It's a Middle Eastern restaurant, but there's a Starbucks that way. Illegal Pete's, which is essentially a Colorado-style Chipotle. Kaladi Coffee is another one. It's a local coffee company, sourced from beans from all over South America and Latin America. But yeah, we're walking up along the library, Anderson Academic Commons. It's pretty cool. It's 3 floors, and I guess I could say the first floor right here is kind of the quiet area. So you enter in on the second floor, and it's kind of the loudest area. The bottom floor has all the books. They call it the stacks. Bunch of little pods that you can study in. Yeah, it's a place if you need to crank out a paper in a couple hours. It's a place to go. The second floor right here, got a nice fireplace that you can hang out outside all winter long, or inside. There's a little cafe in there as well. Got more of your general books, books, nonfiction books, fiction books that you'd find at like Barnes and Noble or any other bookstore. And then the top floor, I would say, is like the loudest floor. It's got big group study rooms, a bunch of tables out in the open. If you're the kind of person who likes to study with a lot of stuff going on around you, it's a good place to go. Or if you want to work on a group project, it's a good place to meet. In this building, there's also a bunch of help centers. You've got the Science and Engineering Center, you've got the Math Center, the Language Center, and the Writing Center. So if you're struggling really at any subject, you can come here and get some help. Well, let's see. Outside of here, we've got this whole area. There's always people hanging out. We have people sitting in lawn chairs. Over that way, we have the Humanities Garden, where people are setting up hammocks in the trees. On this green right here, I would believe it's called Carnegie Green. They actually have had outdoor concerts, so that's pretty fun. Let's see, from this point of view, you can see this building with the red dome is the Hotel and Hospitality Management School. They got a world-renowned kitchen in the basement where they put on big events, and a lot of the students actually get to use that kitchen and work with, again, world-renowned chefs to make, delicious meals. Over on this side, you have the oldest building on campus. It's University Hall. Actually, it was the first dorm room. That's where you go for registrar's office, bursar's office, to pay your dues. Financial aid is in there. This building is the Mary Reed building. Lots of offices these days. This building is apparently haunted. I've never seen the ghost, but I've heard people who have. It's kind of an eerie feeling when you go in there, but it's beautiful. It's got a bunch of old books, old things about the campus. This over here is the original bell tower. It's actually the oldest structure on campus, older than the University Hall, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I'll meet you guys over there and we'll talk about the buildings on that side. Just walking through on this red brick paths that are all over campus, one of the defining features, I'd say, of the campus. But here we got Marjorie Reed Hall. It's actually newly renovated on the inside. It looks awesome. It's places, lots of offices, especially for business professors. Offices are in here, but there are the occasional classrooms and lecture halls as well. It's really pretty in there. And then right here, we have the Daniel College of Business. I would say about half of our swimmers on the team are in the business school, so they're hanging out in this area a lot. Inside the business school, obviously has a bunch of classrooms, offices, and then there's an Einstein's Bagels, which is pretty awesome. They serve, coffee and bagels in the morning, so if you're running from practice to class at 8 a.m., you can swing through, use your Pioneer ID card, pick up a bagel or two, and head to class. Again, there's University Hall, there's that bell tower, library, and that. We'll actually head back over that way towards the Humanities Garden. So over here, it's actually called the Eslo Gardens. I was wrong. But anyway, so this is the Mary Read building again, the haunted one. Coming from over there, Daniel's College of Business. See a lot of big trees on our campus. Our campus is actually its own arboretum, so you have trees from all over the world. They're all labeled. One of my professors when I was going to school here actually was in charge of it, and it's pretty cool. So if you're really interested in trees, it's a cool place to just walk around and identify all the different trees on campus. But anyway, as we're walking through here, you see this other spire tower, right, over these shrubs. That's Nagel Hall. We'll head down there in a little bit. Just wanted to show you this garden, but Nagel Hall is home to, it's another residence hall. It's all upperclassmen, and again, beautiful dorms. They come fully furnished. You get your own room and shared kitchen, maybe a bathroom or two, depending on what you like and what you'd prefer. And again, this is a garden. Lots of people are out here doing yoga. This is normally filled with water. It's just still a little too cold. It's gorgeous in the spring and in the summer. All the flowers and shrubs are blooming, and again, it kind of trickles down from over here and then heads down this way. And yeah, it's just a really relaxing place to hang out. This tower right here and over to here is, through these trees, is the International Studies Building. I think it's called Corbell. Really great view from the 5th floor up there. You can see the mountains, you can see the downtown Denver. I really wish I could show you what it looks like. But yeah, if you're interested in international studies or international relations, maybe you want to have a business started connecting globally, it's a great place to start. And yeah, another pretty old building on campus is this one right here. It's our chapel. It's always open, maybe not right now, but it's always open. And if you want to go in and pray or anything you'd like in there, and it's open to all religions. One time went and did a Hare Krishna event in there. That was an interesting time, but lots of fun, and people have different events there. Weddings get held there a good amount of time, so cool little building. Again, this is the hospitality school, and again, Nagel Hall. It's pretty sweet. See people out studying in the lawn out front, and they have a really cool dining hall in here as well. Some team likes to hang out there for lunch, just because now they're not over at the Ritchie Center, they're out in their classes, and there's a cool place to eat called, I don't know the name of it, but it's essentially a Chipotle, but you can get it with a meal swipe. So a lot of our student athletes will go over there, hang out, get a giant meal or two for the day. And then this other tower right here is another upperclassmen residence hall. It is called Nelson Hall. You might have heard it on the virtual tour, but it has a third dining hall. Typically it's the same food over at Halls, the first one. Not a lot of student athletes will eat over here just because it's a little far from the pool or the athletic fields. These right here are just older sorority houses. some other offices and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll take you guys over to kind of the science department. So we'll meet over there. All right, so we're heading over to the science buildings, but I just wanted to say this is JMAC, and it's the first dorm, I believe, that was on campus, or it's at least the oldest dorm. I know my roommate in college, his mom went to school here, and she stayed in these dorms. They're pretty cool. The roof kind of looks like the mountains, and you know, just goes with the whole Denver vibe of, you know, being close to the Rocky Mountains and having fun skiing and hiking and camping and mountain biking and whatever you want to do out there. But yeah, we'll head up on over there. Okay, so now we're kind of in the Boettcher Center West. So we've got, you know, natural sciences, mathematics, geography, environmental science, sustainability, you know, you name it. Over here is more of the geography, environmental sciences classes. Boettcher Auditorium over here. It's got the best bathroom in all of campus, without question. Don't argue with me, any current students. This kind of looks nasty right now, but normally it's filled with water and clean, and it looks pretty sweet. They got plants growing in it. Just a fun little place to hang out. This building right here with the kind of dome is Olin, and Olin Hall has a lot of your math, or more of like chemistry and biology classes. Take a lot of labs in here, so it's pretty cool. On the south side of the building, there's actually a pretty sweet green room, and then we got down there, we got the Sealy Mud Building. More of graduate classes, but occasionally, you know, some labs and a lot of professors' offices if you need to go through there. But we'll head through the building virtually, and I'll meet you on the other side. All right, coming from the other side. Now we're over here. Again, this is Olin Hall. It's got your sciences, biological sciences, chemistry, biochemistry, geography, and some soil. This is a really new building on campus. It's pretty big. It's our engineering and computer science building. Really, really cool, you know, labs in there. You know, one of my friends on the team, she worked with Nike on an internship to deal with like foot mobility, and came into this laboratory and used a bunch of, you know, lasers and stuff to figure some things out. I don't know too much about it, but it's really cool. They have a little cafe at the bottom. It serves really good wings. So if you're ever in that area and hungry for some wings, it's a good place. The basement floor too is a great place to study. It's just kind of quiet. Yeah, outside of the building, it's got a really nice, I don't know, little pond. It's also recently built. And this is normally, you know, what the rest of the water on campus looks like. But, you know, it snowed yesterday, so they're still keeping the water out. Bigger body of water won't freeze over as much, but it's got a nice little waterfall and then another little pond up there. This building over here is the Newman Center for Performing Arts. So if any of you are interested in music or theater, anything like that, it's a place to go. We've got a lot of shows that students can go to. They're really cool. A lot of students will take acting or acting 1 and 2, and it's just pretty funny to see swimmers trying to act. But anyway, yeah, this kind of goes all the way down to the other side. It's a great place to get a look at the mountains as well, off in the distance. But yeah, that's a lot of the campus. Kind of walked from one side to the other, and yeah, it takes about 25 to 30 minutes depending on how fast of a walker you are to get to the other side. Used to bike to class over to chemistry building, Olin, about 5 minutes, to maximize nap time in between practice and class. But yeah, I'll kind of teleport ourselves on that way, kind of back to the street of Evans, and I'll show you some local food places that swim team kind of hangs out at every now and then. I am back over on Evans and University, and we cross the street and point way down that way. We gotta get the College of Business here, and Marguerite Building. That walk across kind of the main intersection. Got a lot of students that live in apartments here, and down on the streets, a couple blocks away. But we've got Tokyo Bowl, we got Ben and Jerry's. It's a really good little diner, cafe. Open pretty late too. The chef special is a classic giant meal that swimmers will get. It's got a bunch of pancakes, hash browns, bacon, eggs, some toast. We got Mustard's Last Stand, just a little hot dog place. Ramen. Some Indian cafe, tacos coming soon. I'm excited about that. Over in this little area, we've got Pita Fresh. It's got a great honey cheese pizza. Got Jimmy John's. I know you all love Insomnia cookies. It's a go-to, along with some donuts. My favorite place on the street is this pho, Saigon Star. Got good pho, obviously, but their Penang curry is unbelievable. If you need a haircut, you got a place you can get a haircut, Floyd's Barbershop. Don't recommend going here, but it's really good. Then on this side we got Jersey Mike's. Again, we got another Starbucks and a Brugger's Bagels on this side of campus, and Crimson and Gold Tavern, just another place where people are hanging out. Again, some more housing. That's more off-campus apartment housing, but we've got student athletes that live in there. Got some that live in this one, and then a lot of them actually rent a house about 3 blocks. Take the street down Asbury, so I just headed that way down Asbury, and athletes are over there. And again, for them, it's not too far of a walk. You can see Gold Towers right there. But yeah, I don't have much else left to just show up at campus. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a text or send me an email. Feel free to answer them. Anyway, have a good week.